Hi, everybody. It looks like we are live. Welcome again to another Mindset Reset Time Snapshot session. Quite difficult to say. Mindset Reset Time Snapshot session. My name is Sonja Kirschner. I'm a life and a success strategist. I'm also the founder of 8 Hour Free Coaching, Training, and Mind Freedom. And I'm holding Mindset Reset Time training sessions, workshops, which are essentially live Q&A workshops to set us up for success, not only at the beginning of this year, but every day, really. I'm holding these workshops every Tuesday and Friday, Tuesday at 2 p.m. and Friday at 10 a.m. to get us all together and to set our mindset up in the best possible and strongest way. We had a session today, and really I'm jumping on this snapshot session to summarize what we spoke about, to give you also, you guys who haven't partaken, to give you also an idea of what's going on in these sessions and to empower you, albeit very briefly, but still give you the benefit of what we spoke about. If you're interested in coming on to one of these sessions, you can sign up for a free day pass under the mindsetmedium.com, the link to which you find in the description. But today we spoke about the controlling forces that direct your life. The controlling forces that direct your life. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever found yourself in a situation, and to be honest, we all have, that you are not taking action on the things that you know would mean progress for you? Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you just can't make yourself do the things that you know need to be done in order for you to make progress, that you're feeling that you are making progress? And I think this topic is quite suitable for the beginning of the year, because we all have. And we're approaching mid of January. Well, we're mid of January already, where people are already starting to break their first New Year resolutions, right? By the end of the month, statistically has been proven that 90% of all New Year's resolutions are out of the window. So why don't we take action on the things that we know would be good for us, would mean progress? So that is down to two main forces. And those forces are our human need to avoid pain and our desire to gain pleasure. What do I mean by that? Let me give you an example. Let's say you're somebody who recognizes that you need to go on a diet. You've been struggling with weight for a long time. You need to go on a diet. And it hasn't been working out for you. You just can't make yourself stop eating the chocolate, the cake, the sugar, whatever it is that you are eating so much. Obviously, there's many other elements to dieting, but let's focus on the chocolate. Why is it that you are eating chocolate in mass quantities and can't keep it up? Although logically, on a conscious level, you understand that it may not be good for you. What is it? It's the pain that you associate with stop eating chocolate, right? Essentially, there are neuro associations that you have built over the course of your life, which mean that if you stop eating chocolate, it would mean pain. And that pain is stronger than the pleasure you would gain. Because again, consciously, you know that stopping eating chocolate would mean, or mass quantities of chocolate would mean, that you lose weight. But you don't really associate the emotions, the feeling to it as much as you do when you eat chocolate, and this feeling of eating chocolate and the sensations and the feeling of security and well-being and, satisfaction, comfort it gives you. Let me give you another example. Let's say that you're somebody who's single, who is not in a relationship currently, but were in the past, and you were disappointed because you were cheated on, somebody has left you. And now you associate relationships with pain because it was a traumatic and difficult experience. So now you are worried about going into the relationships, although there may be a desire to want to go back, because again, on a conscious level, you know that ultimately we are all created to share our lives with somebody who is close to us, and that we amplify any feelings of success, happiness, pleasure with the people around us, right? I mean, we all know this on a conscious level. Because what's the first thing you do when something good happens? You go and speak to somebody, or you want to share it immediately with somebody, right? So you know that being in a relationship is perhaps what you want. But then immediately when you think about it, it's almost like you are attaching the pain to it. What could it mean? What else could it mean? I don't want to go through this hardship and the heartache again. So there's more pain attached to it than pleasure. It's about the neuro associations you have built, which are either serving you or are not serving you. So let me ask you a question. Really make this a productive snapshot, the reset time for you as well. What are the things? Question number one. What are the things that you know would mean progress for you, but you have been putting off? Write them down. If you're watching this in replay, pause it here and write them down. Take the time to be honest with yourself and write the things down that you have been putting off. Although you know they would mean progress, that would make you feel good, that will make you feel happy, because every time we make progress, we feel a sense of achievement, a sense of happiness, right? So what are the things that you've been putting off? Question number two is, what is, and again, be honest with yourself, what is the pain that you associate with essentially with taking action in this regard, in this area? What is the pain you associate with taking action? To use the example of the chocolate again, if you're somebody who is in the position of wanting to lose weight, the pain you associate with perhaps dieting, okay, is perhaps the three first letters of the word diet give it away, that we feel like dying because we are giving up so much, we are losing out, we're giving up, right? The moment we start depriving ourselves, there's a lot of pain associated to it. But what is the pain that you associate from eating less chocolate, dieting, or whatever it is in your life? The chocolate example, meaning the pain may be that you are depriving yourself, that you are losing out, that you are sacrificing the feeling of comfort. Okay? So what is the pain you associate with not taking action, the right kind of action? And then question number three, what is the pleasure you associate with, or you link to, doing the old behavior, i.e. not taking action? What is the pleasure you associate with repeating your old behavior, not making the things happen that you want? What is the pleasure you associate with eating chocolate, or procrastinating on the things you know would make a difference to you? In the chocolate example again, the pleasure you associate with eating chocolate would be, well, the feeling it gives you, the instant way the chocolate has the power to propel you into feeling relaxed, letting all the stress go, right? The sugar rush, where although it may be just brief, but it gives you a really good feeling of confidence, security. In the relationship example, the pleasure may be, although it is a false sense of being in control of what's happening, feeling secure, not allowing anybody to hurt me. And we all know that that's probably not the best approach, but in that sense, it may be that it's the pleasure you associate with it. And now, to flip those two questions around, question number four, what is the pain you associate with not taking action on things that you know would mean progress for you? What is the pain you associate with not dieting, for instance? What is it really? It may be that you know you will never lose the weight. You will never go back to your size 12, 10 jeans. How will it make you feel? Well, it will make me feel that I'm not in control, that I don't have the discipline, that I'm not confident. Every time I go and meet somebody, go into this meeting, I will feel fat. I will feel insecure. I will feel that people are judging me, which which is kind of putting me back into a vicious circle of me wanting to eat more, and I recognize it's not good for me. So that's the pain you associate with not taking action. What is the pain you associate with staying in a single relationship, not making the call, not being honest with somebody, not taking action? The pain you associate maybe that you will lose out of many years of closeness, the closeness we all long for in a relationship. That you may live the best part of your life alone, not being able to experience the joy a relationship can give you. And number 5, what is the pleasure you associate with taking the action that you know on the things that you know would mean progress for you? What is the pleasure you associate with taking the new action that would mean progress for you? That would mean that you lose weight. It would mean that you dare to go into a relationship again. That would mean you apply for that promotion. That would mean that you risk something, like something within your career, saying your opinion in a professional manner, in a confident manner, the way you haven't done it before because of failure of fear of failure, or fear of criticism, or judgment, or imposter syndrome, whatever it is. What is the pleasure you associate with taking actions on the things that you've been avoiding in the relationship? We spoke about. It's this closeness you will get. The closeness. In the dieting, well, I will feel that I'm in control of my own body. I will feel that I am in charge. I will feel good about having lost that weight. I will feel good seeing the pounds shedding off every morning I step on the scales. I will feel that I'm in control not only in my life, but of my emotions in any given moment in time. I will feel that I make the right choices, right? So what is the pleasure you associate to taking the things you've been procrastinating on? Be honest with yourself. Answer these 5 questions. Answer these 5 questions, because our neuroassociations, which is essentially a fancy word for saying what we link pain and pleasure to, what kind of events, circumstances, situations, people, things, they determine our lives. They determine what we think about, what action we're willing to take, which set a course into motion. And that course gives us results. And if we start stacking the results, those results then determine our destiny. So if we recognize that the results that we are getting, which is set in motion by the cause, i.e. by our thoughts, when we recognize that those results are not giving us what we want, what we truly want, we need to go back a few steps. We need to go inside of us and start analyzing, what are the things I associate pain to? What are the things I associate pleasure to? And if they're not working in my favor, I need to take charge, I need to take responsibility, and I need to switch the associations. And to be honest, more often than not, the sheer fact or the sheer action of you writing it down, like you have just now, thinking about it, recognizing logically that actually this doesn't make any sense. I want to lose weight and I keep eating this chocolate, these mass quantities of chocolate, and I'm losing out on all the pleasure that I could gain, like being in control, feeling unstoppable, which will have a knock-on effect on so many different other areas of my life. Sometimes putting it down on paper completely breaks those neuroassociations which are not serving you. And sometimes it's taking a little bit more work. And the way we change neuroassociations is about attaching strong emotions, feelings to the right kind of situations, to the right kind of circumstances, to the right kind of things and people. So that the circumstances, situations, our thoughts which haven't served us before, that we disempower them in that regard. So by focusing on what it is that we want and how much pleasure it will give us when we take the right kind of action. Sometimes it's a process you need to put yourself through, which requires mental effort, but it's definitely worth it. In fact, that's the only way to be able to say, look, I'm completely in charge of my life because I recognize this pain and pleasure relationship, right? The pain being the stick and the pleasure being the carrot. I recognize how to use them to point that carrot into a direction where I want to be heading. And to be honest, other people like advertisers have recognized this and are using this every day in their commercials to make us act in a certain way, buying the product. They recognize what makes us feel pain and immediately offer a solution which gives us pleasure, right? Have you found yourself buying something which you didn't think you needed, but they recognize the pain you may or may not have had, and they have addressed it, and they made you want to buy the product because they were offering you a solution. So advertisers doing this day in and day out, and I'm paying shitloads of money, to be honest. So you can do this for yourself on much more important things in your life than products. Use this relationship on pain and pleasure to take back the control of the directing forces in your life. I hope this serves you well. And as I say, if you feel you want to come along to any of the in-depth live Q&A workshops called Mindset Reset Time, which I conduct every Tuesday at 2 p.m., between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. GMT, and every Friday between 10 a.m. and 12 p.m. GMT, come along. Get a free day pass under themindsetmedium.com, the link you find in the description, and I will see you there. Have a great day, everybody, and live strong and tackle those neuro associations so that they serve you and don't work against you. Thanks, everybody, and bye for now.